won't have anybody to mess it up this time.
This is true. We won't even see this part. No, it's for another episode 8.
Is it 8 already?
It's 8 already. Take 1.
Yeah, it's weird because every time we do it, it skips because we do 2 episodes at a time. So it skips 2 episodes every week.
Yeah,
That's throwing me off.
it is.
Skips 2 episodes every week.
Yeah, so we do 2 episodes.
Filming
we
every
film
other week.
2 episodes a week, but we post every other week. No, wait.
Scratch that, reverse.
Yeah, what he said. Scratch that, reverse it. Anyways, as you can see, Elijah got a haircut again. Got another haircut.
Yep.
He
legally changed his name to Caleb.
and he dramatically increased his level of drip.
This is true. Yeah. He's leveled up.
Yeah. So we have 2 guests in this episode. Do you want
Do you want to introduce yourself?
to? Yeah, let's.
I'm Caleb.
And who are you, ma'am?
And I'm Katie.
Okay, but Rylan, why are they here? What's so specific about them?
Well,
I don't like that.
let me get my
intro.
intro.
Try that again.
Let me get my my
your Bruce Buffer.
my Price is Right voice going. We have Caleb here, a law student at the university, and Miss Katie. I understand you recently graduated
I did
with a degree
Congratulations.
in
history.
History.
history. And how does that apply to this episode? Loosely.
Yeah, not,
it
not
doesn't.
too severely.
Not
Actually, I
really.
don't think that was even a necessary point to add.
No.
We just did it because. Anyways, this episode we're gonna be trying to solve. Is this
An unsolved mystery.
Is it unsolved?
I think.
or has it been solved?
It is currently unsolved.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe we're onto something.
I think we're gonna discover what it is.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I almost wore my detective outfit today.
Hmm. I thought you were. Yeah.
I was going to, and then I was like, it's too hot.
Fact.
That's fair.
I had like a trench coat. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should have committed.
So anyways, I didn't.
All right. So the way this is going to kind of work is shout out to you, Miss Katie. She compiled a case for us and has laid it out where we can gradually learn more. And then we just thought Caleb would be good at helping us solve mysteries because the law.
Because law.
Yeah.
I will try my best.
But
He's supposed to be smart or something. I mean, he graduated college, right?
not yet.
Oh.
I think the only one here that has ever graduated college.
But how
is her.
far are you from graduating?
2 years. Literally halfway done.
Is it 4-year degree?
Yes.
Really? Law is only 4 years?
It's pre-law,
I'm not.
Oh.
and then eventually,
Guys, I dropped out, all right?
never even tried.
I tried.
I never even tried.
I tried for a semester. I didn't make it.
Oops.
Anyways, the mystery that we're gonna be trying to solve. I know
Yeah.
nothing about it. I don't even
Not
know
a
how
clue.
to. I don't even know how to say it.
Not a clue. Why don't you give us a little bit of an introduction here? I guess.
So today we will be talking about the Yuba County 5.
Okay, so I had it right. It's Yuba.
Yeah, it's Yuba.
Okay.
Like
I thought
Cuba?
it was like Yuba or something.
Yuba.
I don't know.
Yuba as in Yuba County, California, which is
Never
where
been.
this takes place.
Everything goes down in California.
Yeah.
There's a hotel there somewhere.
Florida's the new California.
Wasn't Florida first?
Probably.
It was.
History.
Yeah.
Oh! Let's go. Okay, sorry to cut you off. Please continue.
February 24th, 1978, 5 men from Yuba County, California, and all with mild intellectual disabilities except for one, but we'll get to that. Laughing.
Wow, that's crazy. Bro heard mild
was-
intellectual disabilities and went.
No, I was just like, you know that meme of Ryan Gosling? Anytime he does something, he's like, that's so me. That's what just happened. She
We're gonna
said
get canceled.
mild individual disability. I was like, that's
That's not
so
what she
me. What do you
Okay, anyways, so they all went they went missing after attending a basketball game at California State University, Chico. For Oh my
We are
goodness.
not making it through this episode. What was funny, Chico?
Thought of the store. Anyways.
Okay. 4 out of 5 were found, but they were found dead. But the 5th was never found. Yeah.
So this was 50 years ago, and now us four have to solve it.
Yes.
I wasn't even alive 50 years ago. None of us were alive 50 years ago.
Mm-mm. So they like left, I assume, the basketball stadium.
Yeah, and they were supposed to return home in Yuba County,
Hmm.
and they never showed up.
Okay, so you mentioned that they were all intellectually disabled. Did they have a chaperone? Or like how disabled are we
We're
talking?
gonna get to that. In
You're
the
getting
next
ahead of
section.
yourself.
In the next
Riley, you're
section.
getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah. So there's 5 of them. They were colloquially known as the boys. That's just kind of how they're like referred to.
Which one was Homelander? Sorry.
We're getting canceled.
Were they all the deep?
We have to end the episode right now.
So they were a close group of friends that and they did everything together. They were part of the Gateway Projects, which is a program that helped people with mental disabilities. And they were part of the Gateway Projects basketball team. And they were set to play in a tournament the morning after they went missing. And they were all very excited to play in this tournament. Like, yeah, they were really excited for it. And they were expected to be back that night after they went and saw the basketball game at California State.
Oh, wait, so they were playing?
No, they were playing a tournament the morning after, but they went to like that college game.
Okay.
So they were
The
just
night
watching.
before.
for
They were
fun.
Yeah,
watching.
get in the spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna get into like who are they? So the first of the 5 was Jack Hewitt.
I feel like I need a note. I need something to write.
We see it in front of us.
Yeah,
It's
right
written
there.
down.
That's a good point. It's already written down.
Buddy's trying to be the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes where he goes,
Yeah, I've got all the numbers flying by.
yeah, I think that is autism.
I'm in my mind palace.
Moving on.
That is my favorite TV show of all time, by the way.
Never seen it.
What show?
Sherlock
Oh, I haven't seen it.
with
Yeah, I haven't
Benedict
seen it either.
Cumberbatch. Oh,
I
it's
might have
so
seen like the
good.
first episode. I don't
It's
know.
so good.
Maybe I gotta check it out.
Yeah, the first episode is funny because it's introducing Watson as a character, and when he's like his first impression, it's just Sherlock whipping a dead body. It's really funny. Anyways,
Legally, is that allowed to whip a dead body?
well, he's like
No.
testing something.
Anyways.
Anyways. Okay,
Wait, so if only 4 of them had disabilities, how were all 5 of them part of the team?
we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, Jack Hewitt. He was 24 years old at the time of disappearance, and he was the most mentally disadvantaged of the group. He was illiterate. He had a speech impediment, and he could not have a normal job. But despite this, he worked on his father's farm, and he enjoyed riding his dirt bike. And he was described as being kind and quiet. And the reason why I mentioned that he worked on his father's farm is that he at least had some mechanical knowledge. Like he knew some things, you know. This will be important later.
Okay.
I'm picturing Sling Blade. Ain't got no gas in it.
What?
I don't reckon.
What is this reference?
Billy Bob Thornton, Sling Blade. He's a mentally disabled man in Arkansas who knows mowers. Ain't got no gas in it.
That's where that's from?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
So I've heard
I have
that clip, but I
idea
didn't-
what it
He
was
like
from.
goes to order at a place that I don't think he can read either. And he just walks up and goes, "What you reckon you got good to eat?"
It's like that video of the guy in the gas station. The trucker in the gas station. He's like picking up.
I wanted
Kitty.
hammers. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
we tangicize, if that's what you can call it. The last
Yes.
episode was literally the rambling episode.
Anyways, the second was Ted Weir. He was 32. He was.
Oh, that's
32.
why you put that there.
Yeah.
I was like, what is weird? I thought that was
Yeah,
like,
no, because I thought y'all were just gonna
Read it
this
well, her,
yourselves,
because I
and
would
so
have.
I didn't think you were gonna be able to pronounce it. So-
I would not
Correct.
have been able to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he was 32 years old at the time of disappearance, and he was Jack Hewitt's best friend. He was very protective of him. He was diagnosed with a mental disability, but it wasn't severe. He just kind of seemed to lack common sense.
You
I
could
know
be
one guy like
diagnosed with
that.
lacking common sense.
Well, this was also the 70s where,
Oh.
there wasn't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us know
Kind
the
of like-
None of us
70s.
know the
We were
70s.
not there.
Well, I mean,
Ryland might. Sorry. Continue.
just like any kind of like anything kind of off, which is like mental, like yeah,
Yeah.
mental disability. So into like today, like he
It would have been a real diagnosis.
yeah.
Were any of them lobotomized?
I was just
No.
thinking.
Okay, I was like the 70s,
No,
and they're in their
lobotomized.
30s. Oh, there's
Ra-
a zero, not a 0% chance
Yeah.
a lobotomy took
I'd
place
rather have a half a bottle behind me.
than a full frontal lobotomy.
So true. So he was able to work a normal job. He worked as a bag boy at a grocery store. And he notably was afraid of the dark, the woods, and fire, which will be very important later.
Dude, me too. The dark is scary, bro.
And they were so Ted and Jack Hewitt were the only two of the group formally diagnosed with a mental disability.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I thought you said they all had it.
They all like had something or another,
Oh,
but
I see.
The others were just self-diagnosed, or who?
How'd they get on the team?
People were just like, that guy's not all there.
They get
Yeah,
on the
they're
team.
just-
They were just
I
really
think there's
bad at
standards to get
basketball.
on the team where you showed up today, so you must be.
Yeah.
Just take their word
Yeah,
for
they
it.
all just kind of had something. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So Jack Madruga, he was 30 years old at the time of disappearance, and he was one of the two in the group to have their driver's license.
Wait a minute. I just realized these guys are like old.
Yeah, they're pretty old to be in college.
Wait,
No,
30,
they're not in college.
32, 24.
Oh, they just were on the university
Yeah.
campus
No, yeah,
for
yeah.
a game?
So they were
Oh,
watching
okay.
the game.
I was
Yeah.
But
I
they
was
weren't
thinking
part of
like
the university?
kids.
Yeah, I was
For some reason,
thinking
I was
like
thinking
college
kids.
students, yeah.
No.
Okay.
So wait, what is this organization that they're part of? Is it just like some?
It's kind of like a.
It's like a YMCA kind of thing.
I'm trying to think of the word. Like a Special Olympics. type
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like Special Olympics.
Okay.
But it's
Ah,
not.
okay.
Is
It's
it
not part of the
local?
university.
Yeah,
at
it
all?
was like it was like local to Yuba County,
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I think. Yeah. So Jack Madruga, he was 30 years old. He was one of the two to have their driver's license, and he owned a 1969 Mercury Montego. It was his prized possession. This is very important.
Okay.
Good, okay.
So
I'll try to remember that.
So he joined the military after high school, and he was a truck driver in the army. He had a stable job in Yuba County, and by all accounts, he at most had a social disorder and had a very shy personality, and he hated being out in the cold, which is notable.
Okay.
You'll see.
He was out of the military at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a.
Did
state
any
job.
of them go to college at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
But they all graduated high school.
I don't know about Jack Hewitt or Ted Weir. I don't really know about them. I think the rest of them did though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Looks like not much was known about Bill Sterling compared to the others.
You see the missing one?
They're all missing.
They're all missing.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
I
I
mean-
see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 dead, 1
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. what
they're
you
not
mean.
all missing.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Clearly, someone's not paying much
Yeah.
attention.
So Bill Sterling, he was 29 years old, and he was Jack Madruga's best friend. He was very energetic and social, and he was described by Gateway Project coaches as really intelligent but just kind of lazy. He was deeply religious, and he went to hospitals to read the Bible to the sick and elderly.
Good man.
And I'm like, I'm kind of saying this to like paint a picture that like the media kind of depicts them as, you know, very mentally disabled, but like they weren't. They went out, they did things, they had jobs, except for Jack
Yeah.
Hewitt. But like they were fairly capable.
Wait, what was Bill's mental disability? Just lazy?
Yeah, he was
Just lazy.
Yeah. Again, this is
I
the
got
70s.
that. I got a
Yeah, I was
heavy
gonna
dose
say,
of
I
that.
guess.
This is the 70s. So, okay. Gary Mathias. So, he was 25 years old at the time of disappearance. He joined the group a year before their disappearance. And he did not have a mental disability, but he was instead diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
Oh.
And he did spend some time in the military, and which was... Oh, that kind of sounds weird.
You're good.
Oh,
Don't worry about
okay. I hear myself more. He did spend some time in the military, and he had a history of violent crimes. But once he joined the Gateway Project and got on medication, he became a model citizen.
What kind of violent crimes?
What kind of medication?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of medication. Crimes like assaults, like getting in fights.
Did he spend time in jail?
Yes, he was in and out of jail.
One of these guys is not like the others.
Okay. And he was seen as like the group leader.
Oh.
And everyone that knew them said that Gary was very protective over the boys. Yeah.
okay.
So he didn't have a mental disability, but he did have schizophrenia. But he was,
Isn't that a mental
I'd
disability?
say that's a
that's
mental
like a mental
disability.
illness though. It's kind of different from like
Oh, I see.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
from, like the rest of them.
Don't diss his ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
That took you a second.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. I'm not good at this.
All right.
You had to
so,
go into your mind palace
Okay, so
for that.
that's
Yeah,
all
so-
that's all 5 of them.
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
5 of them.
Which
Right off the bat, I think Gary did it.
He had a schizophrenic episode and killed the rest.
yeah,
Like,
I'm out of meds.
he's the only
Fuck.
one with like a violent tendency. All the
No.
others seem like they're very like.
I wonder if he really likes cars.
What?
Huh?
No, the other one really liked the car.
Yeah, I know, but maybe he also really liked the
Oh,
car.
and he wanted it?
And he wanted it.
Mm.
They're all dead.
You see what I'm doing? I'm looking for
I
a
see.
motive.
I see. Okay.
See, I'm looking for a motive.
All
here.
right. Yeah.
It's like Clue.
I'm just gonna not say anything when y'all are theorizing.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm not gonna say
I
anything.
feel like I'm way off. I feel like I'm way off.
It's possible. We're all the way off. Yeah.
Miss Scarlet in the ballroom with the pipe wrench.
Colonel Mustard. For
No,
sure.
Colonel Mustard is my go-to player.
Oh, okay.
I'm always Colonel Mustard.
I've only ever played the Mickey Mouse version.
I've mainly played the like Wii Hasbro game night.
Mm.
I love that one. Shout out if I wish I could find that one.
Shout out to Wii. Shout out to Nintendo. We need to do a board game night. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
All right. So, as mentioned before, the boys went to see a basketball game at California State University Chico to get in the competitive spirit before their game.
Yeah.
Chico was 50 miles north of Yuba City, where they live, and the game was set to end around 10 o'clock. Many of the boys laid out their uniforms in their rooms and told their parents that they would go right to sleep after they returned. Being the only one with a car, Jack Madruga picked them all up in his 1969 Mercury Montego.
Did they all live with their parents?
Yes.
Okay.
Witnesses would claim that the boys made it to the game and then left when it was over. After that, they went to a nearby convenience store for snacks and were not seen again.
Did anything suspicious happen at the game? Like they were just there like normal?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. Nothing happened at the game.
Wait, so
Tonight with the boys.
To our
witnesses said they did come back?
witnesses saw.
They went to a convenience.
Yeah,
store.
witnesses saw them like leave the basketball game, and then some other witnesses saw them at a convenience store afterwards.
But nobody saw them after that.
Yeah, nobody
So
saw
they,
them after.
They
that.
were seen at the convenience store.
Mhm.
And then
All
they left
together?
and never saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never seen again.
Were there security cameras in the 70s?
I would. I don't
Probably
know.
onto tape.
Probably.
Wait, no, tape wasn't in the 70s. 8mm? I don't know. They might not have been.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what time was cameras? I mean, how hard is it
But
to
yeah,
put a
but,
camera
like-
on the ceiling?
Yeah, but a security camera like 8mm, do you know how big of a reel that would have to be?
It's true. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't. Yeah.
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 Okay. The
Okay.
disappearance.
So, on the morning of February 25th, the boys' parents were becoming concerned. None of them having seen their kids. By 8 a.m., Jack Madruga's mother called the police, and for the next few days, no one would hear anything. And that was until the 28th, which was when Jack Madruga's car was discovered in the Plumas National Forest.
Which one of them was scared of forests?
That was Ted.
Okay.
Bundy?
None of them liked the outdoors, though,
Okay.
except Gary, but we'll get there.
Okay. We will get there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, and where it was discovered was 70 miles in the opposite direction of Yuba City. At 4,400 feet elevation on an unpaved road past the mountain snow line, which was highly unusual because all the boys, except for one, had an aversion to the outdoors. And there's no way they would willingly skip their game that they were very excited for to go out into the woods at night.
Hmm.
And according to their parents, none of the boys had a jacket and were not dressed for the snow.
Just get a little confused driving at night. No GPS. Go the wrong way.
I don't think you get that confused when you're going up a mountain.
Yeah, there's a map. If you scroll down.
Oh, okay.
I put a map somewhere down there. Oh, okay.
It's huge.
Well,
Wow.
it didn't look like that when I formatted it.
That's all right. We can. But there's ways around it.
Okay.
We can get to it, and I'll just have to blur the email.
All right.
Car.
Okay.
You can scroll
Scroll.
down a little bit there.
Hold on. Yeah. There we go.
All right. So when the police found the car, it was stuck in the snow, but in such a way that it could have easily been gotten unstuck. This is strange because despite all of them having some form of mental disability / illnesses,
Yeah.
most of them were competent enough to think to push the car out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even
So
even
it
Jack
wasn't even.
Hewitt.
It wasn't that much snow.
Yeah, I mean it was
wasn't,
snow, but
like,
like it could have
lost
gotten
forever.
unstuck. Like even Jack Hewitt, like he worked on his father's farm. Like
Right. It wasn't.
he would have like
It wasn't like an unfixable situation.
Yeah.
They didn't like drive it into a ditch, and it's like
yeah, like it could have been gotten unstuck, which yeah. And the state that the car was found in was also very strange because Madruga was very particular about keeping his car clean and the doors always locked. Again, like this was his prized possession. So when it was found, the driver's side window was rolled down and all of the doors were unlocked, which is highly unusual because it's like there's snow. Like why would you?
I'm thinking they were running from something or someone.
I think they just got confused.
No, I think they were trying to escape. Like, cause it sounds like that's something you do when you're in a hurry. You get your car stuck. You're not worried about fixing it. You just got to get going. You don't like in police chases where like the car will break down and they don't stop and try to fix the car. They get out and they run on foot.
That's
Yeah.
Wait,
true.
which one of them was not afraid of the outdoors?
Gary, but we'll get there. I have a whole section about Gary.
pull up their character thing on my phone.
This is what I'm saying. I need a notepad. I need a notepad, man.
Yeah.
And nothing was wrong with the car either. Like the police were able to hotwire it, and the engine worked fine, and it still had gas. So
There goes your theory, Rylan.
yeah.
It did. It do got gas in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bodies. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're already okay.
So the next lead.
Wait, hold on. When was this? This was the
This was
car
the 28th.
Dang, and they didn't find them till
Holy
June?
cow.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. So there were no leads until June 4th,
Wait,
Goodness.
when
4
when was it
months
found?
later.
When the 28th of what?
February.
Dang.
Yeah. So the next lead did not come until June 4th when the body of Ted Weir was discovered wrapped in blankets in a Forest Service trailer. Do you know what those are?
Is
No.
it like where the Forest Service people live?
No, it's like there were trailers like set up like around the forest and had like food and like heating supplies.
In case someone gets lost.
Yeah, in case someone gets like
Ah,
lost
okay.
out there.
Okay.
So he was found in one of those.
Okay. So
Wrapped
it didn't
in
work
blankets.
very well then, did it?
This is however many months later.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Sure,
sorry.
this is
is-
4 months later.
Okay, yeah.
But you'd think they'd have like radio or something.
I don't know.
His feet were frostbitten, gangrenous, and the cause of death was reported to be a pulmonary edema, which is like fluid in the lungs. I don't know.
That's strange.
I don't know. I don't know medical stuff. So
Caused by pneumonia. Okay.
yeah, caused by pneumonia. The way in which Ted was wrapped suggests that he did not do it himself. Like they were wrapped like around his face and like all around his body. So he couldn't have done it himself.
So he had been wrapped by
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah. Which makes sense because Gary's shoes were found by the door. So that means Gary had to have also been there too.
Why did he
Why'd he
take
leave
his
his
shoes off
shoes?
and leave them? Yeah, this is like not the situation where I would think to do that.
Gary was
Yeah.
the most well, no, he was the schizophrenic. Okay.
Gary was the schizophrenic.
Gary was the
Yeah,
schizophrenic.
Gary had schizophrenia.
And the one who's in the trailer was
Was
Weird.
Who is Ted Weir?
Yeah.
who
He
was 32 years old.
he was the one who was just like a little bit slow. I don't
You just seem to lack common
Put it-
sense, it says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a lack of common
Was he the
sense.
one with the car?
No, that was Jack
No.
Madruga.
Weir was the one on the farm.
No.
That was Jack Hewitt.
Where's the one who was
The guy in
32, just lacked common sense. He was afraid of the dark, the woods, and the fire.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he the one that said that he was the first Jack's like best friend or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack's best friend, very protective of him.
Mhm.
So the guy afraid of fire, dark, and forest was alone in the dark in the forest.
We don't necessarily know he was alone.
Alone.
Gary's shoes were there.
Well, he wasn't alone. That's true.
Okay.
All right. And one odd thing to note is that none of the heating supplies in the trailer that the trailer offered was used, even though Ted was suffering from frostbite. This could possibly be explained by Ted's fear of fire, or that they did not want, or oh my goodness, or they didn't want anyone to see any smoke.
Maybe he died a while before they found the thing, and then they just carried him there to leave him in the thing.
An even odder thing to note is the location of the trailer. The trailer that Ted was found at was 20 miles further up the mountain, which was covered in snow and ice. However, days before the boys were up there, a snowcat drove to the trailer, and it created like a path. Yeah.
So they just followed a path.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that kind of still makes me think they're running, because if you're
Why would you be running that long? Because this is in June at this point.
well, that's when
he
they
was
found
found in
it.
June.
It doesn't mean
Yeah.
he died
True.
in June.
It says that the snowcat drove through to the trailer, so they stopped at the trailer and there was nothing there?
This was before they went missing.
yeah.
boys followed the trail
okay.
Before
While
they got to the trailer,
while they were all
there
alive,
was a path
they
to the
found
trailer,
the path and followed that.
which makes sense because,
Okay.
like,
Because like
logistically, like if you're stuck and you're trying to go somewhere, I guess you would also
Dying
follow
from
a-
pneumonia is going to take a
because
few days, though.
if you're running up a snow-covered mountain, it'd probably be best to follow a trail.
right.
Yeah,
But I would
yeah.
also think, like,
Go down the
in
mountain.
that situation, I
following
would
the
go
trail.
down.
Does it say how far
But if
away
there's a
this was
path,
from the car?
Then
It was
I'd
20
follow the
miles.
path.
20 miles.
So keep in mind, they don't have any jackets. They're wearing jeans and t-shirts.
Yeah, 20
So-
miles could easily take many days to get, especially in an environment like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Pneumonia
this
would
is-
take a
this
few
is-
days to die from, too,
Yeah.
I would think.
So he could have died a while before they found this trailer.
Yeah, I have a map, but yeah.
Let's see if I can pull up the map without
thinking-
leaking anything.
If we're going about this as if they're all like none of them like had any malicious intent towards each other, I'm thinking it's possible he died while
Okay.
they were looking around. And
Is
then
this
they
the
just
map or is it a
carried him.
different one?
Yeah, that's a map. I have two maps. That one's the one from the car to the trailer.
Which this is the car?
That's the trailer. The car is at the bottom. It's
What?
labeled. Yeah.
Goodness.
That's the car?
Yeah. And that is where the Forest Service trailer
Is that like a river in the middle there?
Bro.
No, like that's like the path that they
It's like a
walked.
valley in between.
No, I meant in
Goodness.
between the path.
Oh.
They walked this path
Yeah.
and the trailer's
Yeah.
up here?
Yeah.
Is that the path that they walked, or is that just the most efficient route? That
No,
you
like that's
could
the path
walk?
that they walked.
Okay.
Because there's two trails up to like the trailer. There's like a 20-mile one and there's an 11-mile one, but they took the 20-mile one.
Right, common sense.
And I will tell you how we know that they took the 20-mile one.
Okay.
Well, so they. Oh, what? This is so weird now.
How do we know they took the
That's
20
a
mile one?
long.
We'll get there.
No.
A long walk.
That is.
I feel like if you're getting chased, you would have been caught at that point.
I don't think they were being chased.
I no longer really think they were being chased.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Scroll.
I'll go back to the.
And that's like the map to show like where like Chico
so-
and like to show it all like relative.
I can't scroll
Yeah,
any
this
faster.
is not. This would not have helped us.
Yeah.
Okay, but I
So,
see
like,
Yuba
that
City.
map-
It's a whole page and a half away.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
can see like how like you couldn't have mistaken the road from
It's a pretty straight
Chico
road.
to Yuba City as like the road from Chico to
Oh, yeah.
where you see like where the car is found.
Goodness, yeah.
Yeah, you can't like
It's
mistake
a lot
that.
of interchanges
Cars
and
here.
signs.
Oh, cars up here.
So they
Yeah.
first went down and then back up?
So
Yeah, like how do you
here's
how do
where
you
they
mistake
start.
that?
This is where they lived, down here. They went to the basketball game.
Yeah.
Then the car ended. So they didn't
Then
have
they
to
went
go
in the
all the way
exact
down through
opposite
here.
direction of where they were supposed to go.
So maybe they
Yeah.
meant to go home.
But they would have just had to stay on, so they got
Yeah.
off at a certain point.
And then and again, like Gary Mathias,
That's true.
he
They
didn't have a mental
exited.
disorder. Like he would have known
and he was the one
the way
driving.
that. No, Jack Madruga was driving.
Okay.
But Gary Mathias
He could have told
would
me.
He could have
would
said.
have
Yeah.
known.
Where you going,
Well, you're
pal?
right. They would have had to take an exit.
Yeah, and also like
That's
all of
And
them.
all of this is very
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sure they would have noticed
Yes,
that they were
they-
going
they-
the wrong way before they
Sure,
got halfway up
sure.
the
They're-
mountain.
Not even just Gary
There's
Mathias.
not
like, all of
normally
them,
a
I feel like,
massive
would have
lake here,
noticed.
is there?
Yeah.
It rained a lot. But that's a crazy. Okay. And then they were up here. This map makes it seem like not that far that their bodies were found. But
So you're
the,
saying the bodies weren't found together according to that map?
but the other map is saying the trailer is all the way. That's so far. Am I crazy?
6 hours of walking.
That's if you're like a hiker who's
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
at a pace.
Not
If you
the
know
boys.
where you're going,
And you know where you're
know
going,
what you're doing,
and you're,
Yeah.
you're doing this intentionally.
yeah, not just you're
And you
dropped in
have
the middle of a
GPS.
mountain.
Right.
Hmm,
And
okay.
and they have GPS. These people don't have GPS.
Okay. What's more information?
Okay, but you're saying this whole trail was paved, right?
No, it's
or,
not.
or
No, it's
not
not
paved, but it was plowed.
yeah, it
defined.
would have been. Yeah, there would have been a defined trail.
Okay.
Along the entire way that they're going.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this is like a walking trail,
Or just a
Yeah.
like a
like
4x4
like
trail.
a park
yeah, it's
trail.
Like a trail.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because this would be a weird trail. Like if I'm in a snowcat and I'm just trying to make a trail that's the most accessible to the trailers, then this is not the one I would do. But if I was trying to clear a path,
Well, she said there was an 11-mile one, but they didn't take that
Yeah.
one.
Is it what goes up at the top?
is that the 11?
yeah.
So they went the longest possible
Yeah.
way.
It's because
Holy
it's
cow.
one because the snowcat because you could tell that the snowcat had plowed there.
I don't think
Also-
they're running from something because you would think that they would think if say they are running from something, at some point during that 6 hours, you don't think they'd figure get off the trail, wait for whatever's chasing them to go by.
I mean, also, yeah, but it's not hard to follow somebody in the snow. I
True.
don't think.
It is
But they-
possible that
yeah.
the guy who's schizophrenic convinced them that they were running from something when they really weren't.
Even Gary though.
That's true.
I don't know. All right, I want to know
All
more
right.
about
All right,
Gary
yeah, yeah,
Matthias.
yeah, yeah.
You're going the wrong way,
Wait,
buddy. You
wait,
gotta
no,
go
no.
down.
Wait,
Wait,
no,
we-
go
oh,
up. I
wait,
haven't
none
heard
of
that
this
part
has
yet.
been
Oh.
read.
Don't ever talk to me like that ever again.
Wait,
Go back to the other
more up,
dock.
more up.
Here?
Oh.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, go. up.
Uh-huh.
You're just giving words. Where am I? Okay, yeah, actually, no, scroll down. Never mind.
Oh my
I
goodness.
have read that. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, so therefore, Ted would have had to walk 20 miles up a mountain in the snow at night in nothing but jeans and a t-shirt, which he was also afraid of the dark and the woods to have gotten to that trailer.
Hmm.
And the
Oof.
bodies of Jack Madruga and Bill Sterling were found 11 miles up the mountain on the way to the trailer along the same 20-mile path.
Wait, so they didn't make it as far?
They didn't make it as far.
Hmm.
So,
So they were found like
Oh.
halfway to the other dock.
Yeah. and they were found to have succumbed to the elements. Then 2 miles from the trailer, the body of Jack Hewitt was found, and he also succumbed to the elements.
And he had no shoes on.
He had shoes on.
I thought he left
What?
his shoes at the trailer.
Gary's shoes were at the.
No, Gary's shoes were found at the trailer.
Was Gary?
I don't think they've found where Gary.
Gary's the one that wasn't
Gary's the
found.
missing one?
Gary's the missing one. Gary's body was never found.
Oh.
Bro, take his shoes. Were any of them missing shoes?
No.
Did you, wait.
Well,
Well,
Gary
Gary.
is now.
Like, did
but-
he take somebody
Yeah, I
else's
was gonna
shoes?
say, did he take his shoes off and take
Like
the
maybe
guys in the
his weren't
trailers?
good enough for the weather, so he's like, I need somebody else's shoes.
That's what I've been thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. Gary, we just never found Gary.
Hmm.
But like,
Wait.
did any of the other ones have shoes on?
Yes, they all had shoes on.
All the bodies had shoes.
Okay, so the police
I thought I
have-
solved it.
The police have determined that Ted and Gary were the only two to occupy the trailer, with Gary likely keeping Ted alive. According to the beard growth on Ted, the two seem to have survived out there for 8 to 13 weeks. The body of
What?
Gary has never
What?
been found.
8 to 13 weeks.
So a few months.
So 8 to 13 weeks, and they
It
never used the
disappeared
heating.
in February.
What?
So how many weeks? What was it? February 25th?
8th, 28th.
28th is when they disappeared?
8 to 13 weeks? You know, like, don't you think somebody would have come through to the trailers, like, to service them or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
you would think.
Earliest, May 23rd, would be when they would have passed away. If we're going, that's 8 weeks to what, 13?
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't make sense because 13 is after they were found. June 4th is when they were found, so it couldn't have been 8 to 13 because 13 would get you all the way to the 27th.
I don't know. This is just what I've
We'll
seen.
just go with 8, I
Yeah.
guess.
So
yeah.
probably,
Okay.
yeah.
May
but-
23rd.
A long
Yeah.
time. That's all.
A
that
while.
matters.
A couple months. They were there for a while.
Huh. And no heating supplies in all that time.
But that's not saying they stayed at the trailer that whole time.
True.
That could be like the part of the time it took to get there as well. Right? I guess.
Wait, when it says survived out there, does that mean just in the woods in general,
like in the
or
trailer,
at the trailer?
At the trailer, yeah.
So but not all of them made it to the trailer though.
No, only Ted and Gary made it to the trailer.
The other two dropped off halfway.
Yeah, and then
That's a crazy way to
Jack
say it.
Hewitt
Dropped
died 2
off.
miles from the trailer. So the other 3 did not make it to the trailer.
That's crazy. Did they have any like wounds?
No, they just hypothermia.
All natural deaths. Except for Gary. We don't know.
We don't know.
Gary did it. Was Gary the one at the start who he sees? You see the schizophrenic?
No.
Mhm. Yes.
Wait, he is?
Yes, Gary had schizophrenia.
But why would he try and keep the other one alive?
The voices?
Wait, so the body of Jack Hewitt, who was found 2 miles, is that 2 miles until the trailer?
Yeah.
So like he almost got there.
Yeah, he almost got there.
Was who was driving?
Jack Madruga.
The first one
Right.
that died.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary also had his license, but he didn't have a car.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack Madruga was the only one who had a car.
I'm suspicious of Gary.
All right. We continue. So far,
So far,
the boys have
it was
driven
far.
70 miles in the opposite direction, up a mountain on an unpaved road in the woods at night, got the car stuck in the snow and did not try to get it out, left the window open and the doors unlocked, continued to walk
weird.
20 miles in the snow up the mountain, with 3 of them dying along the way, 2 of them having lived in a service trailer for months until one of them dies and the other just walks off the face of the earth.
That's so strange.
Did it ever say how much gas the car had in it when they found it? Because if they had
No.
refueled on the way there, then it could have shown that they were going intentionally.
Well, they stopped at a service station, but for snacks only. it
Yeah.
said.
But that was right after they left, isn't it?
Mm.
The basketball game.
But also, there was enough gas for the car to start.
To go at least 70 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
so
not
like,
adding up because you would think they would try to get the car unstuck, which makes you think they were being followed.
Not even followed, just
Maybe it just wasn't
in a
the-
rush.
Whichever one owned the car, maybe he just wasn't driving.
Well, they're either in a rush to get somewhere or to get from something.
yeah, because keep in mind, Jack Madruga was very protective of his car, so why would he drive it up a snowy mountain? You know,
What does
doesn't-
that car look like?
And if
we
they're-
Google,
and
I
if
want to
they're-
know what kind of like off-road capability
It's
we're
a
dealing with.
1969 Mercury
definitely
Montego.
had no off-road capability.
It's a boat with 4 round things that they call wheels.
19...
I'm thinking the way that the car was handled, unlocked, rolled down windows. It was not the own. It was Jack who was the owner. It wasn't. I
Right.
don't think it was him.
Oh, dang
driving.
it, that's a nice car,
Right.
too.
Let me see. Oh, that's
So-
that's like the supernatural car.
That would have been my prized possession too.
Yeah, that'd be my prize possession.
That's what I'm saying though, because if they were in a rush to get somewhere, they just unstick the car.
Was there, I mean, what, I don't know.
And keep
California,
driving.
What, if they kept going on whatever road or wherever, where would it eventually have taken them?
Yeah. Can we go back to the
I
map?
mean,
Yeah, here's the map. So the car was found here,
yeah, just further into the
just farther in the mountains.
yeah,
So they were on. Was it? They were driving on an actual road.
yeah.
Why'd they leave the road?
I guess this road is unpaved. No, it's a highway.
Yeah, but like I think they had to have turned off and then gone up the mountain.
Oh, I see. I see.
Well, so they weren't driving on a road.
It was
Where,
a trail.
where it was found was an unpaved road.
Okay. So why would they? If I were to get my car stuck on a mountain, and I were to get out, I wouldn't leave. I would just keep going along that unpaved road. I wouldn't just like go into the forest. I don't know why that would even be an option.
Unless something was chasing you.
Unless.
Wouldn't you think the road is safer though? Run into another person. Hey, help.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like you can
I don't
find
know.
someone else.
What if they have a car? Like if they're following you, chasing you in a car.
Oh,
I'm-
you go
I'm
where
getting-
they can't go.
I'm
on
getting
it.
off the
Well,
road.
but evidently a car could go on that trail because the snowcat took that trail.
No, that's different. They ran through the forest first, right, and then found a trail that hiked it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think so.
Hmm.
Cause look,
It's pretty close to Nevada.
It's a
Oh, Sierra Nevada. Well, it's split by the things there, so I just saw Nevada in the corner, and I was like, those two states touch.
that's yeah. I returned to the theory they were being followed or chased. That's why they crashed the car. They're like, ditch the car, don't care about it, get off the road, because the other person's probably in a car.
It was their opponents in the tournament. They had to secure the victory.
No,
They're trying to
that's crazy.
just a kneecapping, guys. Come on.
And then so after they got off the road, they just ran through the forest. They found a trail, and they're like, "Hey, we got to take this trail. It's been paved. Maybe someone will help us here."
If it was super snowy, they would have left like tire tracks. Was there signs of another car?
Well,
Well, it's also 4 months later.
We'll kind of get there.
Yeah,
Well,
we
that-
should keep
the
going.
other
in the-
car
in the-
theory.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How, wait, was it 4 months later that they found the car with bodies? So how long did it take?
They
them to
found the
find-
car like 4 days later.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would think there'd still be tracks at that point.
Nah,
Just- it depends on how much it
How much
snows.
it's
Yeah.
snowing.
Yeah.
It depends.
I don't know how much it
February,
snows. I'm from Texas.
Because you would also think they'd be able to find, if they could find tracks in the road, which is probably shallower than just the forest, they would be able to find like the footsteps.
Yeah.
How much does it snow?
And if it took them 4 months, I'm thinking.
I was wondering how they found the car, how they figured out where the car went.
It was probably close. It was on a road, so
Yeah, so
somebody,
maybe-
somebody
think,
driving by.
Maybe the
Yeah.
witnesses just saw the direction they left the
Yeah.
gas station.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Oh wait, this is
Yeah.
already. Yeah, so that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
All right. So more on Gary Mathias. So Gary did not show any signs of schizophrenia until after he had a head injury in elementary school. In high school, he began to experiment with drugs, which only worsened when he joined the army. He was violent. He got into fights. He had like shouting fits. When he was discharged from the military, he went to live with his grandmother in Oregon.
Was it an honorable or dishonorable?
Did they like kick
discharge?
him out?
Yeah, I think he got kicked out.
Oh, dishonorable.
Was it because of his violence?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he went to live with his grandmother in Oregon. That wasn't until one day he decided that he would walk from his grandmother's house in Portland all the way to his parents' house in Yuba County, a distance of 557 miles.
So he has experience walking
Yeah.
terrain.
So
He
he has
knows what he's
experience with
doing.
the outdoors.
Okay.
To stay alive, he stole dog food and milk from people's porches. So
Wow.
pretty resilient. So he's definitely familiar with the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the next couple of years, he would have many run-ins with the law because of his violent tendencies. And it got to a point that his parents decided to get him involved with the Gateway projects. This led to his schizophrenia being treated properly for the first time. And when he got on medication, he became a model citizen. He became outgoing and he began to volunteer around the community. His counselor was the one who introduced him to the boys. And from there, they all became inseparable. Scroll. And since Gary did not have a mental disability, he would often go places with the boys and make sure that they were okay. He was also very protective over them and got defensive when anyone insulted them. And the medication that Gary took was taken twice a day, every day. And while he was normal on his medication, he was not when he got off of it. And because the evidence suggests that Gary was in the trailer for months, he would have not had his meds and would have likely been very erratic. So, yeah.
Okay.
He still died to pneumonia.
No, that was...
No. I'm saying the guy who was in the
Oh,
trailer
yeah.
still died
Is
of
Gary
pneumonia.
the one that got away?
Gary's the one
yeah,
that's
Gary's one that
loose.
wasn't found.
I'm
He's
still
loose.
stuck on the hiking 500 miles from.
Yeah, that's
That's
dog
wild.
food too.
There's no way, like, he had to have crossed hundreds of miles of just nothing. Like, how did he get like survive?
And at no point during that 500 miles did his grandma call his
I mean,
parents and,
ex-military. Like he,
Yeah.
you know,
well, ex-military
and-
doesn't supply you with
well,
food.
I mean, tracking
Just
and
in the
navigating
desert.
I
is
mean,
kind of part
I've
of.
had the
part of
MRE
it,
pizza.
probably.
It might as well have been dog food.
Mine wasn't that bad.
The pizza one was terrible.
I can't
Pizza
remember
one
what I had.
tastes how dog food smells, actually.
Interesting. Just
It's not looking good for Gary.
it does make sense that Gary is one that survived the longest.
It does.
That
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense because
Yeah.
he's got experience being in the military. I guess he knows what it's like to be hard.
But the fact
Yeah.
that Ted was the one that was in the
Yeah,
trailer,
he was kept alive though. Like,
he was wrapped up. Like, it's evident he wasn't like totally erratic where he was like, I'm not,
yeah,
I'm
like,
going to attack this guy. I think it was clear that he was at least trying to help.
You think maybe it was a
Keep Ted alive.
misdiagnosis of schizophrenia? Maybe it was more like PTSD.
no, it was definitely schizophrenia because like he had like a head injury in elementary school, and that's when like the symptoms started.
Mm-mm.
Why'd they let him in the military?
It's the 70s. But also, he wasn't formally diagnosed at that point.
Mm.
It wasn't until like after when he got involved with the Gateway Projects. I think he was formally diagnosed and he got on medication.
Mm.
Only reason I say this is like maybe being in a harsh environment or like a struggling like place, like having to walk 500 miles. Maybe that kind of clears him up, and like that's his only focus.
Hmm.
I don't know.
He just needed to go for a walk. He needed to walk it off.
The long walk.
He took that Forrest Gump route. I feel like running.
One day, I just started running.
Why are you doing this? For world peace? I just felt like running. And stealing dog food and drinking milk.
And he's resourceful.
Yeah,
Oh, we got witnesses. Let's go.
we have some witnesses here. So the first witness.
That is not how you say
That's
that.
not-
That's
Yes, it
not
is.
how you say that.
That is how you say
That's
it.
sconce like
That-
a light.
that's definitely sconce.
I've only heard it be pronounced shown.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Where is she? She's from California? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Shown? Okay,
I don't
sure.
know, maybe that
Wouldn't it be Shones?
Yeah, what happens to the
No.
last S?
It's just-
every time I've heard it
This is not
pronounced, it's
English?
shown. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm not
we'll
gonna
look-
question it.
We'll assume it's shown.
We're gonna assume it's shown. Okay, so according to Joseph Schoen, his car became stuck on the same part of the mountain that the boys were stuck on when he was driving up there to look at a cabin that he planned to stay at with his family that weekend. As he got out to push his car, he began to have a heart attack and sat back down in his car to rest. He eventually fell asleep until he was awoken by the sound of whistling, and then he saw headlights in his rearview mirror from around a bend. He got out of his car and walked a short distance to see around the bend. When he sees Madruga's Montego and a rusty red pickup truck. Keep the red pickup truck in mind.
Oh, here we go. Oh, somebody is naughty.
Joseph claims that he saw people standing around the cars, and when he yelled for help, the people turned the headlights off and got back in the red pickup truck, to which the pickup truck turned around and went back down the mountain. Joseph
They didn't
got
want to
back in his
see.
car, and he claims that an hour later he saw flashlights in the tree line walking back and forth. When he yells for help, the flashlights turned off. At 4 a.m., he decides to walk back down the mountain where he found someone to give him a ride.
Okay.
So I'm assuming the flashlights were the boys.
I mean, if they've been
Or
chased
people
up
looking
there
for
and then
them.
they hear a voice yell for them, they're gonna go. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I would think, oh, they're back.
I think it's safe to say that they were chased or followed.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that truck doing? What's that truck doing? Come on.
Wait,
now.
so what was the order the three cars got there? It was the
The red
Jack's
truck
car,
was clearly up to
and
no
then
good.
was it this
And then
dude,
the-
and then the red truck?
Yeah, it was Schoen's car,
We don't know when the truck got there,
and then
but
yeah.
Also, he had a heart attack and then went, let's sleep it off. Sleep it off.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
yeah, maybe he got there first and then had a heart attack.
And then the other two got there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were behind him.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like.
So
But-
either he passed them and didn't see them, or he got there first and then they got there.
But we'll get to the
As he was waking
validity
up.
of Joseph Schoen's story later.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We'll get there.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so now we have the lady at the gas station. There was a lady who she worked at Mary's Country Store in Brownsville, which I have my footnote. Brownsville's on like the map, so yeah, you can see like where it is.
The other
Scroll-
map. Scroll up.
Scroll up. So Brownsville on the map is
Oh, here it
yeah.
is.
So that's Brownsville.
Dang.
Yeah.
What?
There ain't even a road there.
Yeah, how'd you get there?
What? She walked.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
where on the map was the gas
I think these are all
station?
major highways. Like I think
In
these
Brownsville.
aren't these aren't the only roads.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in
is-
Brownsville? Wasn't that where the gas station was?
No, this wasn't.
Oh.
They stopped at the gas station in Chico before they left.
Okay.
Okay.
So like right across the street.
Yeah. So, okay. So, a lady pulling up to Mary's Country Store in Brownsville to start her shift claims that she saw in the car next to her 2 men who appeared to have a mental disability.
What does
She
that mean?
Appeared to have a mental disability.
You look like you have a mental disability.
Um,
And only 2?
She also saw 2 men at the payphone out front who later went inside to buy snacks. Afterward, they got in the car with 2 men and drove away. This was corroborated by the store owner who said they came in 2 days in a row. When shown pictures of the boys, the ladies were able to pick out all of them except Gary. However, they claimed that the boys came in on the 25th and the 26th, despite the fact that they went missing on the mountain on the 24th. The lady also claims... Scroll.
What? Hold on.
Wait,
Hold
we're not
on.
scrolling.
I'm not pause. Timeout. I'm hitting the timeout button.
Well, how do they know that they went missing on the mountain on the 24th? Like, how'd they
New-
land with that date? Just because that's the last time they had been seen? Because obviously it wasn't the last time they were seen. Maybe.
New theory unlocked. New theory unlocked. They didn't get chased. They were running away from. They got chased. They're running away from something. They. Never mind. We're just gonna keep
It's
going.
because Joseph Schoen was on the mountain on the 24th, and he saw something. He saw. I think he definitely saw the boys up there.
So that's where the 24th date
Yeah.
comes from.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll talk more about Joseph Schoen in a bit. But I think he was definitely there, and I
But
think
they
he definitely
were-
saw them.
They were seen. 2 of them were seen.
Well, 4
at
of them.
this
Yeah,
county
4 of
store.
Two in the
We're
car,
seeing-
2 up front.
So all of
Yeah.
them but Gary
not
were
All
seen,
of
is that
them
what she
but
said?
Gary.
Mhm.
What's
Um,
Gary doing?
the
He stayed back at the cabin.
the lady also claims that she saw Jack Hewitt operating a payphone, which does not make sense because Jack was reported to have hated phones. He did not like using phones. He thought that he just didn't like them.
Maybe
But
she's just
So-
misidentified.
Yeah, so this is odd.
It's
Hold on.
strange.
Jack was the one who was.
He was the
He had the
most-
car. He had.
No,
the
no,
car.
that was Jack Madruga. Jack Hewitt.
Oh, there's 2 Jacks?
Yeah, there's two. There's 2 Jacks.
Notes, man. No notes.
Moats mentally disadvantage of the group.
And he hated phones. Okay.
Yeah, he did not like
Okay.
phones.
Okay.
But they were seen on the 26th.
And 25th.
Well, yeah. So by
And
all
24th.
accounts, this story does not make sense of them being at the gas station, except for one detail, which we'll talk about later. There's one detail I haven't mentioned in this that's odd. That just kind of makes you pause and go, "Huh."
Yo, are we all seeing this wasp?
That is a
Flying
Yeah,
around?
massive,
massive
wasp.
Holy
Well-
cow. Let's hope he stays focused on that light over there and not either of these 2.
Oh, he
Like
was
this
just
one
There's
on
going to be a
this one.
cut at some point when I go.
What are you going to do?
My first instinct is to try and hit it with my hat, but that's probably not going to end well
That's a
for me.
great idea. Anyways,
So now we have Mr. Redrick, and he was a man from Yuba County who owned property around Plumas National Forest. He claims that a year before the disappearance, he was at his cabin when Ted Weir, along with an older man and a teenager, appeared. They claimed they were out hunting, which does not make sense because Ted did not like he did not like firearms or hunting or hurting animals. And when asked about this, Ted's family had no idea who these 2 people might be. Now, this account can be dismissed entirely except for one detail, which we'll get into.
Why can it?
Wait, yeah, why?
Yeah, well, I could just get into it now.
Because I have a whole section about it.
You just wrote this. You just wrote this whole thing. You're like, just this is Mr. Redrick's
But
thing.
wait, there's more.
Ignore everything he said
Okay,
except for something I'm
no,
going to
no,
tell you about the
No,
future.
you'll see, because I have a whole section about this.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
before we get to that section,
Who is
just
Ted,
looking at this,
Ted Weir?
Ted Weir, he was
Ted Weir was
One
the
of the
one who was
4,
found in the
5.
cabin,
Okay, so that was his name.
or the trailer.
I
yeah.
knew the
year
I knew
before?
Weir, but I didn't know.
So is this he has property around the forest that they were going into?
No. This is just like a guy,
Wait.
Mr. Redrick, who had property, and he saw Ted Weir and 2 other people on his property.
But is this the same
hunting.
forest that they're lost
Yes,
in?
this is Plumas
So
National
maybe-
Forest.
Okay.
Maybe Ted knew that the cabin was there and that's what they were trying to
Yeah,
go.
maybe he knew where he was going.
Or thought he knew where he was going or something.
Okay.
All right.
So
Probably with
the
Joseph
problems
Schoen.
with Joseph Schoen. So Joseph was known as the town drunk, and he was a compulsive liar.
Oh,
Good.
all right.
His own family even said that if he was murdered, the whole town would be a suspect because everyone hated him.
Okay.
So this is not a trustworthy
That's
guy.
a crazy thing for your family to say. That's how you know it's bad.
And his story about going up there to see a cabin was a lie. And what likely happened was that he was drunk and drove up there.
And fell asleep.
Yeah, and got stuck.
I had
Wait,
a stroke or a heart attack.
It
I swear.
says
Stop sign.
outright that his story was a lie. Like
What
this wasn't,
stop sign?
So the story about him going up to see like a cabin that his family was going to stay at was a lie. That part was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably just went up there to sleep off the drink.
Yeah. No, he probably just drove up there drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and the part about someone giving him a ride home, however, was true. Those people claimed that Schoen told them that someone was tailgating him all the way up the mountain, which caused him to run off the road. When he first told the police his story, he told them about the red truck, but when he told them again, he claims that he hallucinated the truck and that they shouldn't worry about it. The doctor also confirmed that Schoen did not have a heart attack on the mountain. Also, for the few days he was in the hospital, nurses reported that Joseph was inconsolable and could not stop crying. It was also during this time that Joseph told his story to the police again and confirmed that there was a red truck.
There's a red truck. There's a red truck. No, I made it up. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, he didn't say he made it up though. He kept confirming that there was a red truck.
Yeah, like he confirmed it, then he was like, no, don't worry about it. And then he confirmed it again.
Wait, I missed the part where he said, "Don't worry about it."
Maybe he was like,
Yeah, like he.
Oh, he claimed that he hallucinated it.
Yeah, he claimed he hallucinated it.
They
He was
shouldn't
like,
worry
"Shouldn't
about it."
it's an oddly
Don't-
specific thing to hallucinate.
So he said that as he was going up the mountain, he was getting tailgated the entire time,
Yeah.
and
But
It
he was
was-
getting a ride.
he got a ride after he stopped, like
Like-
his car.
Yeah,
That's
he got a
sad.
ride.
Oh,
when
that's
he was
true,
like walking
that's
back
true.
down the mountain. He got a ride.
And
from
he
someone.
said somebody was following them as they were going back.
So if we assume,
What
that
about the driver? They didn't ask him.
The what?
The one
Person
who,
who drove him down.
yeah.
well, because they weren't there when they were
Yeah.
getting tailgated.
Yeah, like the people who drove him claim that.
So
Someone
Joseph
tailgated him.
and the boys were driving up. If okay, assuming that they're being tailgated by them, they both drove up at the same time, got stuck around the same place, and then he got a ride back, but the boys didn't.
Yeah. And then there was this mysterious red truck,
The red truck.
The
which
red
we
truck
will
the
that
red
get
we
truck.
into.
don't know anything about.
The red truck.
Possibly one of the only truthful things about Schoen's account is the mention of a red truck. The other two potential witnesses, the lady at the gas station and Mr. Redrick, also mentioned a red truck. Yeah.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Mr. Redrick's story, by all accounts, makes no sense, except for the fact that he claims that they all left in a rusty red pickup truck. The lady at the gas station story also makes no sense, but she also
He said
claims
they-
that the 4 of them left in a rusty red pickup truck.
So
What?
nobody's story makes sense.
Yeah,
So
but
they
they all have
weren't-
this one detail.
They weren't in the supernatural car. They were in the red truck.
According to the gas
Everybody's
station lady.
Stories.
Yeah.
To quote,
I thought Schoen was saying that there were people in a red truck there also.
Yeah.
Who then drove away.
Yeah.
to quote famed detective Benoit Blanc, this story is a donut with a hole. There is a hole in this story that ties it all together. But we just need to find the donut hole.
Are you happy now? You got that out of your system. Okay. We can continue now.
So Mr. Redrick's story was the one where he said he saw them buy his property at the cabin.
Yeah, he said he saw Ted Weir and an older man and a teenager.
Do we
buy
know
his
the
property.
identities of those people?
No.
But he said that was a year before they disappeared.
Yeah, like
right?
a whole year before the disappearance.
The heck?
Does Ted? Wait, it was Ted, right? That was
Yeah.
at the cabin. Does he? Is he the one with his license or no?
No, that's Jack Madruga he had his license and a car, and
And
Gary had
Gary,
a
yeah,
license.
Was his car a red truck?
Gary didn't have a car. He just had his license.
So none of them
None of them have any
None of
connection
them-
to a red truck at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like officially.
Yeah, like legally.
Yeah.
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 What the heck?
Maybe it was like Jack's farm truck or something.
I feel like that would have, I feel like the police would have been able to figure that out.
That's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh,
We have our enduring questions here. What caused it? Why did the boys go up the mountain? Why did they flee into the woods? Why would Ted and Gary stay at a trailer for months and not try to get help? Why does this red pickup truck keep appearing? What was Joseph Schoen's involvement? These are the questions.
Part of me wishes this was a mystery that was solved, and we were supposed to see if we get to the correct one, because I'm just going to be unhappy because we don't know.
Yeah.
And where is Gary?
all right. Mr. Lawyer, what's your take? This is a lot.
This is a lot.
Wait, what was that one weird detail that you were going to bring up earlier?
It was the red truck. How all of these stories
Okay,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah,
make much sense.
Yeah.
All mention a rusty red pickup truck.
Yeah.
But had they heard the other stories before they said theirs?
I don't know.
I don't imagine
I
so.
wouldn't think so.
Did they give any details about the truck that made it confirm that they all saw the same one? Because I feel like a rusty red pickup truck's not that uncommon. I mean, Elijah has one.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's an oddly
so
specific
does Rylan.
thing for
Hey, mine's not rusty.
stories to have to mention.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
I feel like
true.
I feel like that's kind of weird.
But
Like
it's
a weird
also
coincidence.
weird, assuming Schoen is correct in that the red truck was there, which I'm assuming it would have been, because it was also mentioned in other witness testimonies as well, unrelated. So it's the same description, rusty red pickup truck. So I'm assuming it was actually there. That means it was there, and so was the other car, which means somebody was driving the truck, and that truck is no longer there. So somebody got in the truck and drove away at some point.
So was Sean
Well,
the
he said
first
when he
one
yelled
there?
out to him, they shut off their headlights and went away.
But also, I'm assuming that Schoen was just drunk, and
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, you can't really trust Schoen.
Was he the first one there? He was the first car up the mountain?
Schoen.
Yes,
Assuming
probably so.
probably.
Assuming so.
Yeah, when
he got drunk,
when he
fell
went
asleep.
up for his car, he didn't say, "Hey, there's a car abandoned up here." The next day or whenever he went up for it, because they didn't find the car until a
Yeah, wait,
few
when did
days
he
later.
go to get his car?
So, yeah. So his car was found by the police. Joseph Schoen's car was found by the police. So they know he was up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And did they find the boy's car at the same time?
Yeah. Like both of those cars were up there.
Oh, so that's how they know where the boys went, is because they went to get Sean's car? Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
And yet,
It's
no
just
sense at all.
who was driving the red truck.
Yeah. What
They
is
didn't
this
put
red
out
truck?
an APB.
That's the biggest question here is
Yeah.
who was driving the red truck,
Yeah.
because they were either chasing them, or it was or otherwise they drove away.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense for them to be there with any other reason other than they were trying to do something nefarious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the gas station lady saw them 3 different days, and
She saw them 2 different days.
2 different days,
Yeah.
and she saw
one
them
of
in the
them was
red truck
afterward.
both times.
Yeah. Yeah, both times were
Gary
after they were supposed
wasn't-
to have gone missing.
And she
So
only saw
she
4 of
saw
them.
the boys who were supposedly missing.
Yeah.
What if they never went into the forest? What if only Gary, because he was the one who wasn't at the gas station, only Gary left and went to the trailer. The rest of the boys got in the red truck.
to try and go find
Also,
them.
yeah, you
try
said
and-
that they. How did they determine that they took the 20-mile path as opposed to the 11? That was
Because
never
their
covered?
bodies were found along it.
Oh, I'm dumb.
I was thinking maybe Gary had taken the car up the mountain himself, and that's why the Jack Madruga wasn't there to make sure he locked and closed the windows. But if they had taken the truck to follow him, it wouldn't have made sense as to why the truck left the mountain. Like, they would have left it there as well, I assume.
I don't know. And
And,
you
like-
you would think they would, with 5 people there, they'd be able to get the car out or at least try.
And also, the driver's side window was rolled down. That kind of seems like someone walked up to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir.
Maybe it was shown he went to ask for help. He rolled the window down and
And also, why was Sean, while he was in the hospital, inconsolably crying?
He did it.
They asked
like,
for
what
directions, and he
did he-
said,
what
"Yeah,
does
you
he
go
know?
this way through the
He did
woods. You got to walk
It
though."
was him.
Yeah, I think he definitely saw something.
Mm.
we really need a board with a bunch of red
Yes.
wire.
Yeah,
Yes.
is Sean still alive?
No, he died.
Okay,
Of what?
Uh,
alcoholism probably.
I think- yeah,
Natural
he died at
causes.
some point.
Semi-natural, self-induced causes. Okay, my theory.
Okay,
Gary was driving the car, but it was Jack's car, right?
he didn't like to let anyone else drive it though.
But in this instance, Gary was driving.
No, Jack was driving.
Jack was
he didn't,
driving.
He didn't let anyone. He never let anyone else drive his car though.
Jack
He
was
very
driving the
particular
car.
about it.
Everybody else.
Gary stole the car. Jack got mad.
You
Stole
know
the red
what?
truck.
You know what?
Chased him.
No, that. You know what? That you say that could be true. Maybe Gary stole the car. The voices told him to.
But I mean,
'cause
he was on
missed his-
medicine though.
But he missed his medication, or something. I don't know. For some reason, he was in the car.
He didn't take his medication because he wanted to be as locked in as he could for the tournament.
I feel like that's not a good way to be locked in.
But I mean, it's true that schizophrenic people they miss their medication all the time. Like they'll skip medication or whatever. The voice will tell them don't take the medication, whatever. Like that happens every now and then. So I
Yeah.
don't think it's too impossible to believe that maybe there was just one day he
Because
didn't have it, or he
didn't it
didn't
say
take
something
it on
about
time,
like
or-
if he doesn't take it, like it gets bad?
and
yeah.
then once it gets bad, you're not gonna take it.
Yeah, you're gonna continue to not want to take it.
Yeah. So maybe just something like that happened, and he was like, you know what, I'm taking the car. He took the car. Everybody else got in the truck, who I guess they just illegally had this truck, and they chased him up the mountain. He got the car stuck. They tried to talk him down, try to talk him out of it or whatever, and he got out and ran into the forest.
It's also possible
They tried looking for him, and then they couldn't find him, so they drove away to go get help. They got to the gas station. Maybe they looked for him at the gas station thinking he would come down the mountain.
they were looking multiple times because they came back
And they came back. They looked
for
again.
2 different days. Yeah.
He wasn't there. They used the payphone to try to call him, maybe try to call anybody to see.
Cell phones didn't exist then. What were they calling?
No, just try to call like houses,
yeah,
businesses,
but like, why wouldn't
places
they call
around.
their parents?
Yeah, he probably
Maybe-
called Gary's parents to see if he'd gone.
Yeah, or
back.
like their
Well,
own
but you think
parents.
his
Maybe
parents
they
would've
called the
mentioned that.
person who owned the cabin to see if they had.
You're
seen him
right
at all.
because
Mm.
Gary's parents would have said that they called him.
Yeah.
Do you think if they, like it never mentions who they called, it never.
Actually, anybody
Hmm.
who they called
Yeah,
would have
like
mentioned
anybody
that they
who
called
they would
him.
call, you would think.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then again, like they had that tournament like the next morning. They like
Maybe
were very
he-
excited for and did not want to miss. So
maybe,
like,
maybe he thought about using the payphone and
Yeah.
just didn't.
I'm thinking because there's no way they were all 5 of them together within those 2 days. Because if they were in town
Mhm.
on the 25th, they would have gone to the tournament.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
thinking Gary got out because he has experience walking. He made it to the trailer. And the rest of them followed Gary's path, like the path that Gary had taken.
Were they ever able to determine
Um,
when they died?
I mean, they died. I mean, not. I mean, on the night of the 24th, like the ones that were found.
They died that night,
I
or
yeah,
like
I'm
pretty
I'm-
soon after.
Yeah, like
So
our-
the only one that survived a long time was Gary and the
and
one
Ted, yeah.
If we just
But then
look
again,
up the
none of them,
Wikipedia
like-
page.
All of them except for Gary, they hated the outdoors. They hated the cold. So why would they just go wandering off in the woods? I mean, even if it was to go like look for their friend.
Okay, Ted 8 to 13 weeks. The other 3
The other 3 skeletal remains were discovered.
exposure to starvation
About
shortly
20
after
miles.
abandoning their vehicle.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I
they
don't
died
understand-
pretty quick.
if they had left the mountain with the red truck, how'd they get back? Because it was like 70 miles.
Yeah, and there was no truck
Yeah,
there.
exactly. And then where did they leave the red truck? And how was it ever seen again? Like I feel like the police would have.
No, the red truck was never found.
What's the population of these towns? Is it like are they big
I-
towns?
I think it's a kind of a smaller town.
Because if they're small towns, it would not have been that hard to look at
Yuba
the red
City.
trucks.
They couldn't really put out just like an APB like thing in the 70s, maybe. I don't know. Was it real? People are asking the correct questions.
Man, what?
So it was never found in 50
It hit
years.
images. I'm curious if there are photos of the guy. Okay.
Oh, this is them.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Is that first image a real picture? The
There's
top left.
Wait, who is Bill?
Bill Sterling.
Who's that?
He's one of the boys. He died along the trail.
Did I just not remember him?
Bill was the one that
being
had.
Bill
mentioned?
didn't have much
Yeah,
information.
he had
Yeah.
like 4 lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is so strange.
Gary looks the most like a serial killer, if I'm honest.
it's
The
Now we're just
mustache,
profiling
the
the
glasses. Yeah. But they all died of natural causes, so that's still
Well, supposedly.
Well, I'm thinking because if they had gone back
even
up,
supposedly.
let's
I mean,
say
if you force somebody to go out in the cold with you and they die, it's going to look like natural causes.
Yeah.
let's say our theory's right about them.
They
Gary
could the
going
4 of them could have
first.
overpowered Gary though.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah,
If Gary went first and they came after going to the gas station to look in the red truck twice or whatever, they supposedly didn't even make a phone call. They just pretended to or whatever, and then they decided to go back and look for him. Where's the truck?
Yeah, that's the thing. Where's the truck? That's
Yeah.
the big question. But even all 4 of them, the boys,
Truck
when
would've
they were
went
going
there.
to find Gary, 3 of them died, which is just that. Yeah, sure. But then one of them found him. It doesn't make sense as to why they stayed there for 3 months.
Well, but it also is heavily implied that they died that night. It feel like. And
Yeah, they died that
doesn't
night.
make any sense as to, like.
I mean, it's cold. They're in normal clothes,
Yeah.
and the 3 that died immediately, none of them had any experience like being outdoors.
No.
It said starvation, so there's no way that would have happened in
Starvation
one night.
and frostbite or just cold. Or,
Frostbite
or
can
maybe-
happen in a night.
Yeah,
but
that's true. Starvation is
can't.
weird, but also how long it take to starve?
More
Also,
than
that was
one.
More
Google
than
AI
a
that said
day. I
that,
think like
so-
3 to 5 days.
Well, but we're assuming they went somewhere to eat.
I mean, that was also Google AI that said that. So
Who
Google AI that said that. So
said what?
Google AI that said starvation. So
Yeah,
That's
kids
true.
just-
that, yeah. So I would.
Where's the
I would take
Wikipedia
that.
page? Definitely more reliable. Probably not. Maybe. I don't
Hey,
know.
the people writing the Wikipedia page are probably the ones that are the biggest into this.
That it's citing Reddit.
Yeah, I
Never trust a
never
Redditor.
trust Gemini.
I do not like these pictures.
Is that the car? That's a similar one.
It was a coupe. So they really had to climb out of the back too.
Oh yeah.
This doesn't say. Maybe disappearance. I don't know. It doesn't say. Either way.
Discovery of the bodies.
Where?
Right there. Oh, above it.
There's not any clear conclusion. And the families were not ruling out the possibility that they had met with foul play.
But I mean, the families are not the ones doing the investigation.
But also,
and the
it says
police.
they found the skeleton, so it'd be kind of hard to determine from there, unless something was broken.
Yeah, because again, like they were
Right, 'cause
found
they were
like
found months
The
later.
window of the trailer
Especially
was broken, so they
in
broke
harsh
it.
conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was the 70s, so they don't have the same.
Yeah,
kind of-
the forensics is not
Yeah.
the same. So I don't think there's really any way to tell. I think maybe the one in the trailer they could tell. And it was just wrapped up, right? Wrapped up, decomposing.
Yeah.
Did they die at the same place? Maduga and Sterling were discovered on opposite sides of the road, 11.4 miles from where
Yeah,
the car had been. So
yeah.
they died in the same time?
Yeah. They died in the
Interesting.
same place.
Hmm.
course,
both
it
died
could
of
be.
hypothermia. So I guess that makes some sense.
Of course, it could be that. Oh yeah, it does say hypothermia, huh? It could be that one of them, fell over and he was not making it. So then one was also not making it. So they just stayed together.
That's what it kind of
Yeah,
says here.
and also,
given
like,
the
they
need
were
to
best
sleep that
friends,
comes
like,
with the
Maturity
last
and
stage of
Shirley were best
hypothermia.
friends.
The other
so
side
that
of
makes
the side.
sense. It doesn't seem like it seems natural. The deaths, the cause of death,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but why
But,
they
like,
were
why-
out there.
but
why-
the reasoning seems unnatural.
Yeah, it's very odd.
What if it's just
I
like-
still maintain that the 4 were looking for Gary.
Yeah.
Gary had made up his mind, like he had previously done before, that he was going to go somewhere.
I think that's the case, but I think maybe he was like, "Hey, you guys are coming with me,"
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he was like, "We got to walk from here. I think we can get the car unstuck." No, I know my way. I've walked so many miles. I know how to do this. And then maybe gradually it was just they couldn't make it. And then maybe after, it'd be weird that he left his shoes behind. Maybe after Ted, when he goes, "Oh, I'll just go the rest of the way myself."
I think it was Gary just started, and the other 4 were like, "What the heck? We got to go get him. We have to go get our guy. We got a game tomorrow. We got to get our guy." At that point, they weren't concerned about the game. They had to get Gary. So maybe they went for help. They were going to call somebody for help. Maybe the payphone wasn't working that day. Maybe they didn't actually call because he was scared of the payphone. The only
Maybe
part,
he just didn't have the
the only
quarters
part
to put
that
into
doesn't
it.
really line. Yes, true.
True.
I mean, that's true. The only part that doesn't really
Collect
line up
call,
with
though.
this theory is where is the truck?
And where
Because
is
if they drove
Gary?
back up, the truck would still be there.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. And also,
Where
I don't
is the
understand
truck?
why they decided to stay in that trailer for months.
Yeah, like why stay there?
Hmm.
Especially like Gary, I feel like he could have easily went and got help.
But if he was
Yeah.
unwell, would he have?
Would he have?
Yeah, I guess
Because he
that's
was
fair.
off his medication.
Yeah,
By
Gary-
that point, he'd have been
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary's long gone.
That is
But
true.
Ted, was it Ted that found him?
And I mean,
Ted was found in the
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
like I said
So-
earlier, Gary's ex-military. He's done these like harsh things, so he's just like, I'm surviving, man. I'm surviving. That's
What was
I'm
the
doing.
evidence in the trailer?
And then once he died, he's like, well, guess I'm going somewhere else.
What was the evidence in the
I'm
trailer?
gonna walk to Texas. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Evidence and trailer. Wrapped in 8 sheets.
So he died.
Combination of
Gary
he died of starvation and hypothermia.
It still doesn't make sense as why they didn't use any of the heating elements that they
Lost
had.
100 pounds.
He lost.
Lived
100
slightly more
pounds.
than 3 months.
When he last shaved.
Yeah. Badly frostbitten feet. Including his
A
wallet
partially melted candle so
with
they
cash.
tried?
So, including his wallet with cash. So they had money. They could have used the payphone.
Oh yeah, you're right.
A ring engraved with Ted? That's strange. That's very strange.
He had his gold
Didn't even
watch
use the-
missing its crystal.
Didn't even use the forestry clothing.
And I feel like even if Gary was off his meds, I feel like he would have known to like
I don't
use
know.
the heating supplies.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
It's
I've
like-
never had schizophrenia, but
Yeah, because like Ted, maybe not. But Gary, I feel like should have known.
the one who died in the thing was Ted.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
why did he
he's
have
the
a
one-
ring with his own name on it?
Wheeler's
Oh,
family said he lacked common sense,
Yeah, so that makes sense as why he didn't think to light the fire.
Yeah.
But
but
I mean,
Gary would have or should
The
have.
C rations.
maybe Gary was
had
battling
been opened.
schizophrenia and PTSD.
Often asked why it was necessary to stop at a stop sign.
Yeah.
Me too, pal.
Matthias? Who's Matthias?
He had to be dragged
Gary
out of
Matthias.
Oh, that's his last name.
Yeah.
bed. A house fire?
Oh, because he was afraid he would be late for work if he didn't get enough sleep.
Weir was not alone in the trailer. Matthias had also been there. That doesn't make sense that his shoes were in the trailer. Like what?
That
I mean,
that
I-
doesn't make sense.
I think that once Ted had died, I think Gary just like walked
Lost it.
away
The
because
bo-
yeah, at that
Yeah.
point like
the
he-
voices were
yeah.
telling him his shoes were out to get him.
I guess. Wait. Only Matthias or Madruga were familiar.
Yeah, with like the P-38 can opener because they were both in the military.
Okay. I feel like it's not hard to figure out how to use a can opener. Is this like a
It's
specialized?
yeah,
can
it's like a
opener?
certain kind of like military can opener.
Why does that exist? They can't just use normal ones.
Like,
I don't know.
but I feel like if it's in this,
Wait,
it's probably
there was
pretty
a theory.
easy.
There was a theory below as well.
Hold on, we gotta look at the can
Someone knew
opener.
something somewhere. Yeah. Oh, what the?
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't
know.
look at that
Yeah.
and go, "This is a can opener."
I wouldn't either. You're right. That is very military.
It's
but
a
it also it
legendary
looks like you could
pocket-sized.
a legendary. I feel like you could figure out how to use that to open a can,
You
though.
could probably use
Yeah.
it for multiple things.
Yeah.
It said something below that.
Oh, here we go. Theory.
Yeah.
Determined that they died. Okay. Yes. Duh.
Oh, maybe his feet were swollen from the frostbite. He could have decided to put Weir's shoes on instead
That's what I was thinking.
if he'd ventured outside. So, did Weir have his shoes or not?
I think it's implying that he did,
I
since it said he could have taken them, but he didn't.
Interesting. Wait a minute.
that doesn't make sense.
In an attempt to visit their friends on the way back home, they may have tried to go to Fulberston. Men may have taken a wrong turn near Oroville that put them on the mountain road. Whatever reason, the men may have left the Mercury instead of going back the way they came. They had passed the lodge that Scones later returned to. They chose to continue along the way, continue along the road in the way they were originally headed.
But this is like this would make sense, but I feel like the red truck being there kind of
Yeah, the
Yeah.
red truck
Throws
being
a
there
wrench.
throws
Yeah.
everything off.
Hmm.
Also, the misturn.
yeah.
Like,
Like,
are we
come
serious?
on, you don't drive 70 miles.
Are
up a
we
mountain
serious? That
Well,
many
but
misturns.
and not
it-
turn
And not
around.
only was it a misturn, they got off in the wrong spot, going
Well,
the
it says
wrong
they might have
way.
been. They said that Gary had friends in the small town of Fulberston, so he may have been trying to take them there to visit his friends, and they made a wrong turn going there.
Oh.
But that doesn't make sense as to why they were seen at the gas station 2 days after that.
Yeah,
If
Yeah.
they were, what was
which
the
was
problem with
corroborated
her?
by multiple people.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, two people.
By
Which
two
they just
different
said. Oh
people.
no, they were able to identify them, weren't they?
That identified 4 people,
Yeah,
But
but
not
not
both
Gary.
who got into a rusty red truck.
Maybe it was one of
Hmm.
Gary's friends. Maybe they made it to Gary's friends.
And the truck belonged to them.
Maybe it was the friends of Gary's whose truck it was.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I feel like they would have.
Mm.
Oh, maybe.
But they died that night. They seem to think
On the 24th.
on the 24th.
Yeah, somewhere around
Yeah.
then.
I
But-
wasn't even thinking about that. How could they have died that night, but also
Been seen at the gas.
been seen at the gas
Yeah,
station?
it's very odd.
That
how
doesn't
many,
make sense.
How many mentally disabled people were in?
The gas station.
I was just gonna say that area. Like, surely it was the 70s. So like,
But they were identified. Like they looked at pictures like, yeah, that's them.
But we
and
have to
pointed them
question
out,
the
like-
camera quality back then.
Yeah.
Maybe they
No,
just
they
saw
were-
a
they
white
were
guy
in-
and
they
they're
were
like,
in
"It was
person."
him."
They were in person. Like they were able to point out who specifically was at the payphone.
Well,
which didn't make
at some
sense
point
though.
it said someone was picking him off
Yeah.
a picture though.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
like
probably like a
the-
lineup.
Yeah, like the worker who was there was able to pick all of them out from like a
Oh,
like
yeah,
was able
yeah.
to like identify all of them except for Gary.
Mhm.
Did she specifically say there was only 4 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
4. There's 2 sitting in the truck and 2 at the payphone.
Both witnesses said there was 4.
So maybe they went to visit.
I'm thinking they
Gary's
didn't
friend.
die on the 24th. How do we know they died
That's
on
what
the
I'm
24th?
saying. Like, I think it could have been like within those couple days, but definitely not on the 24th. I feel.
Yeah, I don't think they died on the 24th. I think after.
Maybe they did.
They were seen on the 26th. Maybe they died on the 27th.
But then again, like
Wait, so what evidence is there that they would have gone to see Gary's friends? Is it just like they're just saying that it was a
yeah,
possibility?
they're just saying
Saying that
yeah.
he had friends who
He had
lived
friends
up there.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
did
they-
assuming they knew that he had friends, they would know whether his friends had a red truck.
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
suppose if they died
That's
of
what I was
hypothermia, that's
thinking.
gonna kind of preserve the body. That cold.
Yeah, it would have. But also, it would have been.
But it's also 4 months.
Yeah, the melt. So no.
Well, that's him, but the. Oh,
Well, I'm thinking because
Hmm.
maybe they did go to visit Gary's friends. Gary, since they're visiting the friends, maybe they're staying overnight, which means he missed his medication for the day. He went crazy, took the car, left. They took the friend's car, which is a red truck, to go back to town to see if he was there. They were looking around town for a while, and they're like, oh, maybe he went up to the mountain. Then they went up to the mountain. But then how did the red truck get away?
Yeah. Maybe it's his friends. Maybe they left them there to go find him, and they're like, all right, we're going to go back to the cabin or wherever. And they drove
maybe
away.
they
That
took
still
the
doesn't
friends with them.
explain why Gary and Ted were in the trailer for several
Yeah.
weeks.
Well, maybe those 3 died. Ted kept going, following. He found Gary, and Gary kept him alive. I don't know. Maybe he caught up to Gary on the way.
Yeah, maybe when they went to go find Gary in the forest, they took the red truck with Gary's friends. They stayed. Gary's friends just left them for some reason. But then it wouldn't make sense that they wouldn't go ask them if they own a red truck like during the investigation.
Also, keep in mind Mr. Redrick's account, which says that he saw Ted with this red truck a year before the disappearance.
Oh, Redrick said the red truck as well?
Yeah.
Yes, but
yeah.
a year
A
before.
year before.
Yeah, just in the
Oh.
area. Maybe Ted happened
Yeah.
to know Gary's friends as well, and it was his cab.
His family said, because he was, according to Redrick, he was seen with an older man and a teenager. Gary's family said that they did not know these people. Like, I mean, not
So-
Gary. I mean Ted. Ted's
So
family said they did
Redrick
not know
is
these
just
people.
tweaking, except
Except for the red
maybe
truck.
he saw
With the
red.
red truck?
The red
What the
truck.
heck? The red truck.
Maybe it wasn't them that he saw. He just saw Gary's friends because they were in this similar area. He saw Gary's friends and the red truck, and just was
The
like,
red truck ate him. It's sentient.
This is going to be a bad episode because we have no conclusion.
I know,
also-
it's so dissatisfying.
And also, again, with Joseph Shum, he the nurses said he was crying inconsolably in the hospital, which is very odd.
I think they
behavior.
died that
Is
night.
it
That
that-
makes me think that they died that night.
So like,
Is
I
it
feel,
that
I feel
odd
like
for
he
a
saw
drunk
something.
person?
I frankly, I don't trust the gas station people. I think maybe there was a different set of people that they
In
saw.
the same red truck.
Just
I don't
a
know.
red
It's-
truck.
it's
you know how
weird.
many red trucks there are in the world? It doesn't.
That's what I was saying.
None of
Rusty
them
red
work
trucks.
together, and that's what confuses me. So I think at least some
Okay.
of them have to be wrong. Either
We'll each
the
give our
drunk guy.
final theories.
Okay, we'll start with yours.
No,
then.
well, you're already going.
Okay.
So.
I think either the drunk guy was lying, which I think either the drunk guy was lying and they maybe, Gary was trying to take him to see their friends and they, his friends, like they were trying to see his friends. 2 of them died trying to make it because he said, well, let's just walk after the car got think. Maybe he thought they were nearby where his friends live or whatever. And then he realized that they were lost. He tried to keep Ted alive. Didn't work. And then he just wandered into the woods or whatever. And maybe, or like, maybe Gary's friends weren't actually his friends. Also possible. And the
We need
people
a
in
new
the red
teammate.
truck were just, yeah, we need a new teammate.
You can't
And-
make threes like he used to.
Well, it said that he was very protective of the group. So if one of his friends insulted him, maybe some beef started. They chased him up a mountain, and then they were trying to hide from his friends or whatever. And the drunk guy was right. He saw something there, and they thought that the drunk guy was the people who were after him. So that's why they turned off the lights and hid. And they were just trying to hide because they were like, they're gonna come get us or something.
That's yours.
Yeah. it
Okay.
doesn't- Yeah.
I think my final theory. Gary was taking them to see his friends, all 5 of them in the car. I can never remember the name of the car. The supernatural car.
Mercury Montego.
Yeah, the Montego. They were driving up to see his friends. They met up with his friends. And they got the car stuck. And maybe they got the car stuck on the way to meet the friends. So Gary got out to try and go find his friends. He thought they were close. And his friends caught up to him, caught up to the 3. Maybe they were still trying to get the car out. Maybe they were doing something. They were around the car. And then Sean woke up from his nap and said, "Hey, help." And they were all like, "Uh-oh, what's going on?" They got in the truck and they drove away. They went to the gas station or wherever it was. They tried to call the cabin where the friends would have been, but no answer. I guess because maybe they thought Gary made it to the cabin. So they're going to try to call the cabin. No answer. Okay, well, he didn't answer. We'll try again tomorrow. They try again tomorrow. Still no answer. Okay, well, now we got to go find him. So they start walking the trail. 3 of them die. One of them makes it. And then Gary's like, oh, well, you're here now. Now you got to survive. And Gary, being military, knows best way to be found is to stay where you are. So they try to stay there, to hunker down through the bad weather, whatever. They go through the rations. He's using this weird can opener, using his skills, but he's way off of his medication. He doesn't make it. He's just like, well, I'm just going to Forrest Gump it. That's my theory.
My theory is that they left the basketball game, they went to the convenience store, whatever. They went up to meet Gary's friends. I think they did get to Gary's friends. Because I don't know if it was in the same direction they were going on the mountain. I think they made it to Gary's friends, but since they stayed there long enough, or like enough time had gone by that Gary didn't take his medication and started to lose it a little, he took the car, he like stole it, went up the mountain, got stuck, and then the boys were like, oh, where is Gary? Then they tried to find him. They went back to the town because they were like, maybe he went back this direction. They spent a couple days using the phone, like you were saying, trying to call the cabin to see if because like they knew it was in the area, maybe he went there. And then they eventually, because the red truck belonged to the friends, I think. They used their truck. They brought it up. As they were going, Sean was in front of them. The red truck was the one that was tailgating him. I think he swerved, crashed because he was drunk or whatever. That's when he saw the original car that was empty, that Gary had abandoned because he was going crazy. And then the red truck, that's when he saw the red truck. And then he tried to get his car out. He just like quit because he was drunk or whatever. Then by the time he'd woken up, the red truck was gone because the boys had gotten out to look. The friends maybe have taken their truck down the mountain because they're like, oh, he couldn't have gotten that far. You guys can find him, come back to your car. You can get it out yourselves. Come back. They don't end up getting back in the car because they don't find him. Sean gets a ride back. That the police come. That's when they find Sean's car and the other car. They don't ever see the red truck again because it's the friends. Then they don't talk to the friends at all because they're like, why would they do that? Or the friends that are just, I don't know. And the reason that the dude, what was the guy's name? The old guy with the cabin or like with the property.
Redrick.
Redrick,
Yeah,
yeah.
he had seen the truck in the area just because they both live in the area. It wasn't the boy. It wasn't Ted. Was it Ted? He said it wasn't Ted that he saw. It was just maybe Gary's friends. Maybe because it was a year before, and he's an old dude. Maybe he just misremembered, and that's why
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's why he saw the red truck. Then the gas station lady saw the red truck because they were trying to find him.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they were looking for him, 2 of them died on the way, or 3 of them died on the way. Ted found him, and then Ted is scared of the forest, the dark, everything, so he doesn't want to leave. Gary's schizophrenic and possibly suffering from PTSD, so he doesn't want to leave either. So that's why they just are stuck in the trailer for months. Ted dies. Gary's like, oh my God, what is happening? Wraps him up 8 times to try and like save him from the hypothermia. Since maybe he knows that he didn't want the fire or anything, so he's trying to keep him warm just with the blankets, but he's dead already. Gary, still just losing it, takes his shoes off, leaves, never seen again. Don't know what happened to him, but he's gone.
Your theory?
Honestly, I don't really have like a good theory that fully.
What?
I don't think
know.
any of it adds
I
up
don't-
for one.
Yeah.
I don't think
theory.
any of it adds up. I don't think there's one like good theory that really puts it all together. I don't know. I think that maybe somewhere in sometime during their outing, maybe whether it was at the game or like the convenience store, I think maybe someone had insulted the boys and Gary's very protective of him. Maybe he got in a fight with someone. Maybe he made someone mad. And they chased them up the mountain maybe. And I think that Shone saw something that he wasn't supposed to see. I don't know how much stock that I put into like the convenience store story or Mr. Reddick's story. I think it's weird that they both mention a red pickup truck, but other than that, their stories make no sense. And I don't know. It's I don't really have like a good theory on what I think happened. I don't know. It's it's weird.
It's inconclusive.
Yeah.
Yuba County Police, balls in your court.
I feel like it's been in your court for a long time.
Yeah, but if it's a cold case, you should heat it back up, warm it up, open it back
What
up.
would they
With
find
what
new
evidence?
now? They've got nothing.
Gary.
They'll find Gary.
I don't think Gary is still
probably
alive.
somewhere out in the woods.
Long gone.
Gary
His body's probably somewhere out in the woods.
I mean, what? This was
Yeah.
50 years ago?
yeah.
And he was already 30.
All the witnesses are dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead or senile.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
I think
I don't
Gary
know.
would have probably got to a point where they, like, far enough away that they weren't going to reach
Mhm.
him, and then he just died.
So committed to just walking.
yeah, and
Mm.
at this point, he's 50 years. His body's not there anymore.
Yeah, like I feel like he took care of Ted, and when Ted died, he didn't really have a reason to like stay there anymore.
Yeah.
So he just walked off.
Yeah. And he's got no medication or anything.
Yeah, exactly. He spent his last days just not doing too well.
What an episode. This has been our longest episode.
And our calmest episode.
And our
How
we
long's it
haven't
been?
yelled at each other. How are we going to make clips?
Only one of us yells, typically.
That's true.
You're supposed to yell more, Caleb.
Yeah, you're our
Elijah's
stand-in for
replacement.
Elijah.
Sorry.
We never even mentioned why Elijah wasn't here. We just started without him. I mean, I guess we don't have to mention why he's not here, but he's not here. I mean, he's got things to do, so
He might be around in the future.
maybe.
I really want to watch a short video to see other people's theories.
Yeah,
True
like,
that.
I could totally see myself
Yeah.
watching a
I'm
video
gonna
essay
go down a
while-
rabbit hole
while I'm
tonight.
eating food.
Yeah.
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 It's perfect food YouTube.
And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys for coming on.
Of course.
We're sorry
Thank
we
you
don't
for
know the
having me.
answers.
Yes, we don't, unfortunately. Do you guys want to do we'll do a countdown and then what?
It's so weird.
Yeah, but we've done it every time, so
Yeah,
we
you-
have
you
to
have to
keep
keep
going.
doing it.
Yeah, we're locked in at this point.
We'll do a countdown, and then after one, you just whisper, noise for nothing. And then we end. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Noise for nothing.